very athletic.
We'll start on the ground with Holmes as he goes ahead for about 4 yards, tackled by Brinson. The good news is they have the offensive line intact as Glenn gets it complete right at that line to gain. Kendall Milton able to break a tackle, lower the shoulder, and go ahead for 8 yards. Tackled by Thomas.
5 starters in the front 7 are not playing in this game, so they're going to test them early.
And they do it with tempo. And Milton goes straight ahead, breaks another tackle, and keeps his footing out past the 40-yard line.
Yeah, the zone run is the bread and butter run for the Georgia Bulldogs. The ball, they're climbing and getting into the second level, hats on hats, and this Kendall Milton at 6'1", 220, he is a load to bring down, especially.
Beck goes over the middle, gets it complete. Love it. Past midfield and yards after the catch. First down, Georgia. Beck going to wind it up. Ball was stripped. That was Patrick Payton, the lone remaining starter on that Florida State defensive line, with a sensational play.
Length of Patrick Payton at 6'5", 240 pounds. He's got those long arms. And I'll tell you, Georgia is really lucky that Payton didn't jump on his own fumble right there. The trifecta: sack, force, fumble, fumble recovery.
2nd and 20. They set up the screen, and another good defensive play as Omar Graham comes in and tackles Oscar Delp right away. Beck with time drives it over to Lovett. Lovett cuts back against the grain. Beck on 4th down, pressure up the middle, gets it out quickly, and it's incomplete. Looking for Dylan Bell. It's a turnover on downs. Milton, as he gets it out to the 36-yard line. Dejon Edwards flanking him at running back. 3rd down and 4 for the Dogs, and complete to Dylan Bell, the versatile tight end running back, do-it-all offensive weapon. 2nd and 10. Beck with time. And he goes on a deep crosser to Rosemead Jack Saints, complete for a first down.
And when he throws on rhythm, boy, he looks special.
Quick to the line. Edwards gets free inside the 20 and kept his balance to get to the 15-yard line.
Bobo calling plays here, getting the line of scrimmage early and handing it off to Edwards, who's got a little bit more wiggle and a little.
After Edwards went for 17. Here's Milton inside the 10 and right to the end zone. Kendall Milton.
Dominic Lovett coming this way is going to fake, and it's going to freeze Byron Turner that way, and it opens up a huge crease for Milton to cut back. He starts it to the left. You see Turner's just frozen, and there's just green grass.
Empty set now for the true freshman Glenn on 1st down, and he has protection, and he gets the completion to Poitier. Span in the Wildcat as he gets it to Douglas, and Douglas catches a seam and has a first down. Now, what's interesting here is this is how they found success in the ACC championship. 2nd and 7. Edwards gets that seal block on the outside, lowers the shoulders, leg drive, gets it out past the 30 for another first down for the Dogs. Top 10 passing defense in the country is Florida State. 2nd and 10. Beck hooks up with McConkey, and here goes Ladd McConkey. As we've seen so many times through the years, his ability with quick feet in the open field.
A great timing on the throw by Beck.
22 yards with McConkey, and Milton. Look at Kendall Milton go! Chugging along inside the 10 and gives a little at the 5.
He's only a freshman. He's up top here. He's got to make this play in the hole, and he found out it's a lot easier said than done.
A 43-yard run for Kendall Milton. Milton right into the end zone. His 2nd of the day.
Outside, watch him just collapse. just get a lot of movement. There's a lot of garnet jerseys going backwards right now in the run game, and the Bulldogs averaging about 10 yards a carry early in this one. That's the 6th rushing touchdown now for Milton in the last 3 games. A lot of talent to help energize that defense.
Brock Glenn, quarterback for the Noles, only has 2 completions to this point. He is being chased down here, goes downfield, and there's completion number 3 as he hooks up with Kentron Poitier. And hopefully for Florida State, that bubbles up some confidence with the young Brock Glenn. Play action here with time. You talk about confidence. He wants a shot, and he gets it. What a play by Poitier.
6'3" receiver Poitier, an opportunity to use all of that wingspan to bring that one in. You know, Poitier last year averaged 20 yards a catch. He was the star of the spring, but injuries have kept him off the field this year, and here he is.
55-yard reception. 1st and goal. Glenn. This time he's gobbled up immediately by Williams. Fitzgerald comes on for the short field goal attempt. He's had an excellent year. 18 of 20 as he gets the Noles on the board. Back off play action. And dragging with him was Oscar Delp, who goes up and tried to get over. 14 yards to Delp. Back again with time. Downfield shot and into the hands of Dylan Bell. He has emerged as a big-time contributor this season.
You couldn't walk the football to Dylan Bell and put it in a better place. Isaiah Thomas has perfect coverage on that play.
Edwards untouched until he was 9 yards downfield.
See, with Carson Beck too, it's like this is not a air raid offense where they're just dinking and dunking you all over the field. And
Edwards, this is getting too easy for the Georgia running game. Straight ahead into the end zone.
Blake Nicholson, he's got to get outside and he's got to be there and contain. But Ratledge at the right guard's able to climb up and get a block. And to your point, Joe, it's just
Georgia, 3 rushing touchdowns. The span on the return. Taken down. Ball is out. And Georgia has recovered.
2 that runs right down the middle of the field, right there, and gets the hit. Popping the ball loose, and a huge turnover for the Bulldogs here on special teams. Adding insult to injury after marching down the field, scoring a touchdown.
McConkey. And he's going to weave his way into open space. Look at this from Ladd McConkey. My, oh my.
The guy that you want to keep your eye on is right here, Cash Jones, because he's going to run down the field on a seam route. Kalen DeLoach at linebacker is going to cover him one-on-one, and just take a look at what happened. He grabs his arm, completely turns him around. They didn't call it. And then look what Ladd McConkey's able to do. He goes out, he makes Patrick Payton miss in the open field. Not easy to do. Makes another guy miss. There's great blocking downfield. And in a sudden change situation after getting the turnover on special teams, Mike Bobo decides to go for a trick play, catches Florida State off guard. And it is all Bulldogs.
What a career for Ladd McConkey. Is moved up there as Douglas is now in the Wildcat. He's going to give it a go and able to read that block well, Ja'Kai Douglas, and he gets free just short of midfield, rolling his way onto that Orange Bowl logo.
Wildcat was for them in the ACC championship game, and Ja'Kai Douglas, normally a receiver, but started his career at Florida State as a running back. Shows you that burst.
Whole lot of beef out there in this Wildcat formation with the extra blocker. Douglas in the midst of traffic and is able to catch a seam again as he crosses midfield to the 45. 2nd and 2, Douglas, and he's taken down. They go with Williamson, who reaches out. Back to Douglas on the direct snap. As Douglas wiggles his way upfield. Saw an offensive lineman lose his helmet. That was big Casey Roddick, the left guard. There's the freshman on fourth down. Gets it out quickly, and it's incomplete as Williamson was trying to come back for the ball. For Georgia. And they're going to pop pass this to Bell, and Dylan Bell turns the corner out past the 40-yard line. This guy is punt, pass, and kick to the max. 2nd and 7. Milton, look at this hole as Kendall Milton is out past midfield. Beck's going to go to his tight end, Delp. Delp untouched inside the 20 and down to the 15-yard line. Split out 2 by 2 as Edwards. They come back with Smith, and Smith is going to trot right in. On the inside wide receiver screen, Arian Smith with a 12-yard touchdown.
And you're just trying to make a tackle. Look at big 71 and 63. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And it's Georgia and Arian Smith up big. The first quarterback taken in the 2025 NFL draft.
Wildcat again for the Noles with Douglas. You know, Beck grew up in Jacksonville.
The ceiling is just so much higher.
Brock Glenn. Pressure coming straight at him on 2nd and 6. He escapes it, extends the play, and is able to get it to Hakeem Williams, who's got big upside. The star freshman for Florida State getting an opportunity here today. Fort Lauderdale, one of the biggest prospects to come out of this area in many years. Holmes is going to take it ahead, try to fight for extra yardage.
I'm saying that right now, guys.
Our friend from Louisville. Here's 3rd and 4, and look at Brock Glenn as the extra effort diving ahead as Walker. That sunset crests over southwest Florida. We're here in Miami Gardens. 3rd down and 10. Glenn. And this time he does get it complete to Williamson, who marches upfield for extra yardage.
The space, but a nice throw and rhythm here by Glenn. Nice job in the pre-snap reading coverage, so he's got an idea of where he's going with the going in at halftime.
It's their longest drive of the day, their 11th play, 3rd and 10. Oh, he's sacked and stripped. And Williams picks it up. A penalty marker is down as they just caved in on Brock Glenn and got the ball.
Different looks. Here's Williams here. He's going to wrap all the way around the right guard, and he kind of gets stuck inside, and he's too late by the time he finally sees it. There's the stunt inside. He just can't wrap around, and there's the hit. Brock Glenn doesn't have 2 hands on the football, and he gets the trifecta. Patrick Payton had a chance early in the game. Sack, forced fumble, fumble recovery.
Back on 2nd down. As Bell fights for it and gets it. Another great play by Dylan Bell.
Darius Jones, the true freshman, up and over. Jones tries to get the head turned around to swat it away. But there's Carson Beck just giving his guy an opportunity, and they've gone down the field to that left side.
Sprint right for Beck. To the end zone he goes, and he's able to find Lovett for the score. On their terms.
They got a big win in the transfer portal this offseason, bringing in Lovett at wide receiver in from Missouri, and his route running really has been tremendous. And you know, this is an area of the field that Brock Bowers has always been a big factor, but how good is it when you've got another guy in the slot like Lovett who can use his quickness and speed and be a force too.
But he's looking better and more in control as Holmes takes it ahead, spins his way towards that line to gain in these closing seconds of this first half. Experience, giving it to the young guys. Final play of this first half as it is intercepted. Malachi Starks, the first team All-America, with the pickoff.
This time looking for his tight end. This is a catch he's got to make, putting it where only his guy can do it, but he pops it up in the air. You know what they say, Joe. He throw it over the middle of the field.
Gunnar Stockton in at quarterback to start this second half. And he will run the ball to get things going. The redshirt freshman, who's 6 of 9 passing for 52 yards on the season. 3rd and 2. Stockton going to cut back against the grain and showing you what he can do. Brock entered the transfer portal. He's going to be playing in the SEC for Kentucky next year. Stockton on 1st down. As he gets it to Edwards this time, and Edwards already past midfield and still going down, breaking through weak arm tackles as he continues downfield. Finally, Hussey.
Payton and his long arms right in front of him. Kind of a jump pass. It's not the most accurate throw. Really nice catch by Edwards, and he's able to turn that thing north, but you're already...
28 yards from Edwards. Gets it out quickly to Bell, and Bell muscles ahead for 3 yards before he is spun down by Byron Turner.
Could find himself in a position next year if something were to happen to Beck. They need him.
Stockton. Whew. High but caught. Rosemead Jack Saint at 6'2".
It goes just over top and sails over Brown's hands. And how about the catch radius from Rosemead Jackson?
Cash Jones catches a seam, and Jones is down to the 7-yard line. Edwards right behind Micah Morris. You got the road grader paving the way, and Dejon Edwards has his 2nd touchdown of the day.
Fullback, the guy I've been impressed with blocking in this game has been Oscar Delp, Joe. We've seen him a couple times. That time working against Gilbert Edmond, the transfer from South Carolina. He's able to pin that inside. We've seen Oscar Delp make some plays catching the ball in this one, but it's been really good in line at the point of attack to get bigger and bigger.
Went on 2nd and 7. This time he is taken down as it was Chambliss who got to him. It looked like he may have gotten a face mask as well.
Jeremiah Byers at right tackle getting upfield, stops his rush and just kind of reaches that right paw out and gets through it. It really is. I mean, they embody their head coach.
Robinson on the carry, gives a stiff arm, and at 240 pounds, gives out some pain as well to Greedy Vance, the big running back.
He's only a true freshman. 50 pounds, and look at him using the stiff arm here against a fellow freshman in Omar Graham, a linebacker, not able to bring him down, and he is just trucking. We talked about the talent these guys have.
Stockton, just a pitch and catch to Spurlin, and Spurlin is long striding down the sideline. And Jess, you sit here, 5.5 minutes to go in the third. Empty look for Stockton. Stockton design quarterback run, breaks free inside the 10, and it'll be 1st and goal Georgia as they look to go over 50 points today.
Florida State, but he sees 1, 2, 3, 4. If there was a 5th guy or a 6th guy, he might call this off and throw it, but only 4 guys in there, he's going. They've got an extra blocker and a lot of green grass. It's a good decision in the RPO game by the QB.
How about some of these bursts of athleticism from Gunnar Stockton? As Thomas is down, they shift the tight ends with Lucky and Spurlin to the right side. Now Cash Jones, the running back. Stockton. And he's going to cash in to Lawson Lucky. A freshman tight end who has a bright future. Very impressive, very athletic.
Down to the flat. So you see here, number 7, he's just working the DB, holding, then he releases, and he gets to the flat. This has been a true freshman fest, by the way, on this entire drive, right? You got Gunnar Stockton doing a great job, the freshman quarterback, Roderick Robinson.
Ja'Kai Douglas on the tap pass from Brock Glenn as he turns the corner. Here's Glenn of play action. Downfield pass into coverage, and that ball is picked off by Dalen Everett.
The true freshman, and Lassiter's got his eyes in the backfield. He keeps his cushion. He keeps that relationship, and he's able to locate it and make the interception. Very creative too, and very savvy with social media. It makes sense.
Andrew Paul shakes loose, and Paul, who we told you is back from the ACL. Start of the fourth quarter. Robinson getting extended playing time and showing you what he's all about. At 6 foot, 240 pounds, a changeup of a true freshman battering ram.
Touchdown. Now watch him out here get a seal to allow this ball to bounce outside. Really impressed with how Georgia's young tight ends have done at the point of attack in this game, being physical and being unselfish too.
So a 20-yard run there. Stockton escaping the pressure and then tucking and running. Stockton's got fleet feet, man.
For everybody, just so much better.
Yeah, there was one phrase I once said there. I forget what it is. Something about Texas being back. And maybe the mockery of that could be going away in the course of the next week and a half. To the end zone, and that is hauled in for a touchdown. Anthony Evans. Moments ago, Jesse, I turned to you and said, are we going to see 60? Well, look at the scoreboard.
Game disqualification.
Well, he's got man-to-man and a nice job in the pre-snap of Gunnar Stockton identifying that, and a bit of a contested catch. So nice job there.
As they go, the ball is out with the jet motion there and the struggle to make the handoff to Williamson.
Up front, it's coming right here. He's able to just slant inside and show that quickness, and almost another turnover for a defense that had been struggling to get them all season long.
As Georgia will be bringing this home in the last 4.5 minutes. A playoff that's over-rewarding conference champions, giving them an automatic 1 through 4 and an automatic win as Muschamp goes ahead. Hey, I want to see that smile out of Dad.
Looking like Dad.
Look at Dad.
Good thing he got his mom's jeans in the athleticism department. Nice job tucking and running for Jackson.
Jackson Muschamp. They're going nuts on the Georgia sideline. This is the largest margin, Jesse, in Capital One Orange Bowl history, 60-point win. The largest margin of victory in a bowl game by any team, topping their own record.